Hello all, this is John and so on, back to you with my little investigations in BMW.
Hi there. I don't have a special intro this time.
I'll go ahead and say what you were going to say.
Yeah, so we tried this recording a couple times, and I found out that my computer is pretty much full of memory right now, even though it took like years and years and years to get to where it had been at the halfway point, and it took a mere couple of days, basically, to get full. So that may have been causing some of the lag in the last part, unfortunately. So it doesn't really affect these videos at all, but it affects me greatly, so I may not be as chipper in this part because of this, but that's all I got to say.
Yeah, so whenever you're ready.
Alright. Alright, so this is the second testimony, or whatever. Alright. Just a
minute. Scootaloo, I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm simply stating facts. Please, calm down and trust me on this.
I wonder why she's not telling her.
I'm not gonna calm down when you're talking like this! Give me a break, Twilight! Give me one good
Give
reason
me a
why
break.
I'd steal from
Give
her.
me a
No,
break.
not even just from her! From any pony!
Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Just a minute.
Listen to me, Scootaloo. I'm not saying you stole from her, or any pony else.
Yeah, but you never said
If
that.
you aren't, then why are you talking all about how Rarity saw me and how I broke her window, huh?
Because others are going to think you actually did it, Scootaloo. At face value, it looks like an awfully high-profile heist.
Does it?
I didn't steal anything,
Yeah.
Twilight! I'm not a thief, and you can't prove otherwise! Just a minute.
No, Scootaloo, I can't.
Then what's all this about? I don't know what your game is, Twilight, but I don't want to play.
I'm sorry for doing this to you, Scootaloo, but the truth has to come out if I'm going to be able to help you in this. I hate to say
Why
it,
doesn't she
but
ever
I
say
think
that?
some pony very close to you accidentally gave you a motive here, Scootaloo.
Huh?
Even if
What?
you didn't actually do it.
Oh, that.
Accidental. Okay, I don't actually get it.
I'll,
Honestly, Twilight,
if
I
it
can't
comes up.
believe this. You're accusing me of stealing...
Alright then, that's it. So,
I don't think it's that one. Maybe
Alright.
that one, because that has to do with
let's
this
take a look at
motive.
the evidence. Look at that second testimony. Do something really super daring for you and your friends. You want to fly, kid. You want to... That's how you do it. Yeah. Dash told her to do something daring.
Ah,
I'm
I
not sure where that's
see.
gonna fit in though.
Do we want to do that then?
No.
No?
Well, because it... Oh, okay then. Yeah, actually, that does work for this.
This?
Now that I think about it, yeah.
Alright.
Wait a second.
Alright.
Alright, what?
I can, in fact, provide a motive for why you'd want to steal Rarity's prize jewel.
Uh-huh.
Scootaloo, I know that a short while ago, Rainbow Dash gave you a very special ribbon of hers and told you a few choice words. Among those, however, was the instruction that you should do something very daring for you and your friends.
Like Daring Do?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I trust you know where I'm going with this.
Frame rate is still suffering.
Yes.
If you really did do a bold heist of Rarity's boutique in the middle of the night to steal her most precious jewel, that would certainly be awfully
This
daring.
frame rate is so bad.
It's worse than before.
Yeah, and we restarted the computer and everything. Okay. Are you done? You done? Are you gonna be
Apparently
done
not.
at some point?
What? No, Twilight, no! You got it all wrong! That wasn't it at all! After she said that, I started practicing scooter tricks, not theft! Stealing things from
That's what I
ponies is
figured.
so uncool, Twilight. I never! You remember those tricks that Rainbow Dash did at the Best Young Flyer competition, right? I had to try one of those out! Of course I can fly, so, well, I kinda had to make do with what I can do. You remember that trick where she spun clouds around, right? So awesome!
Oh, that's a reference to Sonic Rainbow.
Well,
Phase
not
2.
as awesome as the Sonic Rain Boom, of course, but I figured, you know, maybe I'd work up to that.
You even remember that, though.
The carousel boutique's
I
nice
like
and
that
round, so
episode a
I've been
lot.
practicing going around it at top speed. I'm getting pretty good at it.
I figured it was something like
Anyway, the point is, that was not what I had in mind when she gave me that advice. At all.
All right, Scootaloo. I believe you.
that. You didn't sound like it.
Seemed awfully sarcastic about that. Or dismissive, one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Twilight. Even you have to admit that the story you're telling here sounds awfully far-fetched.
Okay, she's not really telling a story, in my opinion. She's basically just asking her what she was doing. That's the way it sounds to me.
Yep.
First, there's the window itself. I mean, really, Twilight? You're going to claim that I rolled directly towards the window and crashed through it? Why in the
Well,
hoop would I do that?
Why wouldn't you just have...
Second,
Oh,
if
because
all
she
the
doesn't want to
rarity
admit
said
she
was
broke
what
it.
color the pony was, then that could have been any pony. We're pretty colorful, you know. Unless you have evidence that only
Not
I
that
could have fit that description.
That would, well, the fact that nobody else has the same exact color palette.
Really,
a
this
thing.
is some pretty darn weak evidence, Twilight. I don't know
God,
what you
frame
did to
rate.
make the others talk, but if this is your best, I'm not impressed.
Now it's smack talk time.
Just a minute.
All I'm doing, Scootaloo, is putting together the evidence as best as I can to see what it tells us.
Sounds like she's gonna cry.
Well, you're not doing a very good job of it, I can tell you that.
Patience, Twilight. Patience.
It's a virtue.
First, there's the window itself.
Yeah, right, no,
I
I
mean,
didn't.
really, Twilight? You're going to claim that I rolled directly towards the window and crashed through it? Why in the hoop would I do that? Just a minute.
I don't know, Scootaloo. Why don't you tell me why you'd do that?
That's a
Well,
technique.
Ugh. Nice try, Twilight.
That's awfully
Worth
like
a
Phoenix,
shot.
actually.
Yeah.
Second, if all the rarity said was what color the pony was, then that could have been any pony. We're pretty colorful, you know. Unless you have evidence that only I could have fit that description. Just a minute.
Scootaloo, what other pony around here is orange and purple?
Well, you're pretty purple, Twilight.
Not
and
orange.
Applejack sure is orange. Who's to say that you two didn't team up to rob Rarity, huh?
You only saw one.
Note to self, fillies have hyperactive imaginations.
Really, this is some pretty darn weak evidence,
Wrong,
Twilight.
wrong,
I don't know what
hint,
you did to make
I
the
guess.
others talk,
Wrong
but if
type of
this is
purple.
your best, I'm not impressed. Just a minute.
She's more of a...
Weak or not, Scootaloo,
Magenta.
it's what the team from Canterlot is going to have to work from if they arrive before this is resolved. And trust me, they aren't as interested in the genuine truth as I am.
Please, Twilight, if they're as dense as I remember them being, you really think that they're gonna be able to do anything at all?
They're gonna try.
That's not a chance I want to take. And even if they do get nowhere, then the real thief is still at large. So, are you gonna talk to me or not?
I just can't.
That's a new pose.
Sorry, Twilight.
Mm-hmm.
Guess we're doing this the hard way. As
The not so
usual.
easy way.
I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere here without some solid evidence. I must be able to answer one of these questions she's asking. But the question is, which?
Come on, Twilight. Even you
Oh,
have to
so
admit
that
that
was
the story you're telling here sounds awfully far-fetched.
Well, that's a bit too general.
Yeah, I'm thinking,
Yes, that one.
wait. Oh, what did I do?
You'd miss the arrow.
Oh, I see.
That.
Yeah, this one. I was thinking that.
Yup.
Yup.
I know it sounds far-fetched, Scootaloo.
Did I get it wrong?
This shows that it's the truth.
What was with the
Yeah, that was weird.
Twilight, quit wasting my time.
Oh, I guess I got it wrong.
But it wasn't wrong.
Okay, sorry. Come on, Twilight.
It reminds me of moments in Phoenix Wright where you should have been right.
Mm-hmm. That's happened a lot.
First, there's the window itself. I mean, really, Twilight? You're going to claim that I rolled directly towards the window and crashed through it? Why in the hoop would I do that?
I don't see how that isn't right. What about... wait.
says about the window, but I don't know.
I'm gonna try that.
Hmm.
Nope.
I know it's
My goodness.
Scootaloo.
Twilight, I don't know what you're on about, but I don't like it. And you clearly have no idea what you're talking about.
God.
But
I think we knew
No,
what we were
wait.
talking about.
No offense, but if you had a point to make, you'd have made it by now. Now, if you don't mind, this clubhouse is for Cutie My Crusaders only. And your honorary status is over.
God.
all right. I can't believe this.
I
My
suppose they
first
don't have
big
to listen
test
to
as an
adults or
investigator,
anything.
And I completely blew it. Now I'll never get to the bottom of this. Unless...
Unless?
No, I can't give up. I promised both Verity and Applebloom that I'd get to the bottom of this, and I will. I just need to rethink things. Go back
Okay.
over everything. Here goes. I have to find the truth, no matter what.
So they're gonna make me do the whole thing.
What's
Oh,
up?
goodness.
Yes.
Fine.
I just think that we...
I think that last one was too difficult for the first case.
Yeah, I mean,
And this isn't even the end of the case, I assume.
no. Because there's nothing having to do with the Diamond Dogs.
Yeah. This?
Mm-hmm.
What's this?
Wait a second.
No. Actually,
Of
I'm not
course.
going to claim that you rode directly towards the window, because that's not what happened.
Alright, I think we got it now. Finally. 23 minutes even.
And they had to make it counterintuitive, didn't they? Couldn't have just had it say, it was an accident, and
Yeah.
here's why.
Mm-hmm.
No, they had to say, because you were doing that trick, here's what happens.
Well, then what?
Well, usually the way things work. Usually you give reasons, not... Yeah, so...
Okay. I think we
You
gotta go
said it
through
yourself.
31, by the way.
You've been
to make
practicing
it
going
about
around the carousel
25,
boutique
counting
at top
to
speed,
get rid of the cut.
right?
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna say she's dizzy or something?
What do you think might happen if, say, opalescence were to suddenly be in the way?
Oh,
Good.
more
We
that.
That's
did
good.
find her hair near the tire marks after all.
What we should have been...
Why didn't the fur work then? That would make just as much sense.
You had to have made the not obvious one work.
You'd have to swerve pretty hard to avoid hitting her, right? Hard enough that you might leave tire marks and lose control of your scooter. And then perhaps crash and be launched accidentally through the window of her boutique.
And not be hurt miraculously?
Am I getting warm, Scootaloo?
Bingo. Bullseye. Can't get warmer than that.
Didn't we already know that, though? I mean...
What?
Okay. I don't know why she was hiding it. We already knew that.
Enough already. I give.
Do you think now you might be willing to finally tell me what happened that night?
But that's what happens with Phoenix, right? They dance around the point, right?
Yeah, I know.
Apple Bloom? Twilight can help you, Scootaloo. I can just feel it. all right. No more running, hiding, or dodging. I'll just give it to you straight. Not much else to
For
do
once?
now, right?
Dun, 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 dun,
You already
dun.
know most of it, so, well, I won't bore you with those details. Yeah, I was practicing that trick. Oba got in front of me. I tried to avoid her and wham! Before I knew it, I was flying through that window.
Why did they start the music just to stop it again?
Did that? Oh, that was actual music? I thought that was more of a sound effect.
No, it was...
I guess the star from my ribbon got caught and the thing was torn off when I did. Honestly, I didn't see much when I was there. I saw some dark figures who I think got startled when I crashed through the window. They ran away pretty quickly after I did. I heard one of them trip, at which point I heard a pretty scary growl and a yelp, as well as the sound of, well, something getting ripped. By a claw, I guess? It didn't take me long to figure out what was going on and that I needed to get the heck out of here.
You know,
So I ran as quickly as I could.
What?
I just realized we didn't actually go to the crime scene yet.
Yeah.
We haven't actually
Well,
been
the
in the
inside of the
carousel.
crime scene.
Yeah, we haven't been inside yet. The outside doesn't really count. It's not really part of the crime
I wonder if
scene.
they'll let us.
I'm now that I think about it, the trailer for this actually there was a part that took place inside.
Well, then we should
So
manage that.
I'm guessing that I thought it would have happened by now, though. Usually that's where you'd start at the crime scene.
Mhm.
Interesting.
And, well, that's about it, really. I totally
Suppose
forgot
they
about
didn't
the
wanna reveal
scooter
too
when I
much,
left
but
since I was in
yeah.
such a panic, so I came back and got it later.
But there are easier ways to
hadn't
do that.
actually thought
Like,
about what happened to your
oh,
scooter until just now. Any reason you bring that up?
they could have said like, "Oh, a cloth. What is this doing here?"
Yeah.
You know, and just held it for later.
Yeah.
But whatever.
They've done that in Ace Attorney before.
Mm-hmm.
It's strange,
that never
Twilight.
made sense.
I
Yep.
feel like there are thousands of ponies somewhere out there, watching us, looking closely for missing information,
What?
and judging us harshly if they find any.
Is that a fourth wall breaking reference?
Yeah,
Fourth wall breaking
but
thing?
it's a little out of place with Scootaloo.
Yeah. Should be
And-
Pinky.
That sound effect was creepy.
I know, I wasn't sure if it was part of the game or not. It almost sounded like it was coming from somewhere else.
Yeah, it sounded like a whale or something.
Something like that.
That's oddly specific.
Follow the Phillies instinct.
We're not ponies, by the way.
Well,
That's true.
thanks,
That's true.
Scootaloo.
She's a
I
little
think
wrong
it's
on
about
that.
time I paid the Carousel Boutique a second look.
Maybe an internal look this time.
Oh,
I guess
and
she's
before
just-
I forget, here's your ribbon back. Sorry
Oh, yeah.
to have used it as a bit of a bargaining chip.
Oh, now she gave up about it.
Yeah! What?
Pinky would have been right on the money with it, by the way.
No longer a partner. Alright.
Now I gotta leave right away.
Are they gonna kick me out? Nope, I guess I'm gonna stay.
I suppose neither of them have anything to say.
Find out.
No
conversation.
conversation options.
They're
Well,
just-
that's a first.
So I just stare at her.
Yeah.
They've never done that in the Phoenix Phoenix Wright before.
Well, what's our time?
28, but remember I said we're gonna go to like
31?
31 or 32.
No
Wow.
conversation options.
Stare, just... This is all we're allowed to do. We're not allowed to talk. Alright.
Then we have this generic sounding thing.
Generic or not, it's fitting for the show.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That delays a second. I gotta remember that.
Well, that's
It's been a while since I've walked in this.
It's been a while since I've walked. That sounds kind of odd,
It
doesn't
does, kinda. But it's true. It's been a while. Hey! Rarity finally got her self out of the way.
Yeah.
You know what I was about to say there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have, what, 2 minutes or something?
Yeah, give or take.
That's exactly the amount of time I have left.
What? But,
Yeah.
Rarity, did you clean up the boutique?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Why,
Oh,
yes,
no.
darling.
And
It's a
that's
dreadful,
why.
Awful mess. Just a few more bits and pieces to put in order, and it'll be good as new.
Uh-oh.
Rarity, you
Bad
income.
news.
But it's a crime scene.
I know. Wasn't it terrible?
Oh.
You are a little
Warnings
dense
get
right
back
now.
in their working condition.
Rarity, you don't just clean up a crime scene. You need to leave them as is so we can find evidence implicating the culprit. All the mystery novels are completely unanimous on this.
And so are the police.
Yeah.
I suppose that would make sense.
Ugh, forget it. Let's see if there's anything of note left. Well, this
I
is
didn't do that.
something at least. I suppose. This stool wasn't like this
I
yesterday,
guess that's the
right?
only piece of evidence left.
I should say not. I certainly would have cleaned that up if it had been.
There's a crack in
I
it.
was about to.
down, Rarity. Resist the urge. You'll be dirty for one
Nice.
day.
If you insist, I shall do my best.
Oh, it's ripped. So that's what
I
got
don't see
ripped.
anything else. Is there really nothing left to look at in here? No offense, but this duel isn't going to do much.
Well,
I see the
If
music
you've
start
overlooked
or change a
anything,
little bit.
I
Yep.
might be able to help with that.
Really?
31.
Oh.
Yep.
Do you recall that gem finding spell that I taught you a little while ago, Twilight?
Let's wrap
Wait.
this up.
I just so happen to have been improving it to find other things that are easily overlooked.
But you still need to...
Yeah, I know.
I tell you,
Keep
Twilight,
going.
that has been invaluable keeping everything in good working condition around the boutique. I used to spend so long finding all the little things I work with around here.
Huh. Well,
Yeah, that's a
that
thing.
does sound useful. Okay, let's try it out.
Oh, alright.
We'll examine that
But
later.
how does it...
Oh dear.
Oh no. Not right. We don't have time right now. I'm sorry, we don't have time.
I've been waiting
I haven't
so
saved
long
either.
to talk about it.
Well, how about I wrap this up then?
Okay, but I can't save right now. They'll
I
miss
know.
whatever's in between.
I know, we'll just have to get back to this point. We'll just remember it's right when Pinky shows up.
That means we have to go through the whole confrontation again.
I know, it sucks. Well, there's an autosave though. You might as well use that.
Fine.
Alright. So, thanks everybody for watching. This has been John Silon and BMW Wolf.
Yep.
See you next time.
Problems. Bye-bye.